is a damp day outside the Kohl Center, but things about to heat up inside. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2017 Boys State Basketball Tournament. We begin this afternoon session with the Division II semifinals. LaCrosse Central at 24-2, taking on Waunakee also at 24-2. So glad you could join us. I'm Scott Emmerich, along with Chris Wetler. We're going to call this first game for you. Chris, first, let's talk about Waunakee. Down here for the second year in a row. They lost in the state title game last year. They're led by a couple of outstanding juniors, and Mason Steffen and Mr. Listow is having an outstanding year as well.
Well, they're good friends, they're neighbors, they've known each other a long time, they have great synergy together. Even though they're still only juniors, they have a lot of experience in big games. They were here last year and they can taste it again this year, and they want to go one more step. Last year they got beat in the championship game. This year they want to go all the way.
Well, the points of the game are brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards. And speaking of being here last year, so was LaCrosse Central. Down here for the second year in a row, they lost in the semifinals to eventual state champ Kaukauna, and a lot of people here, Chris, coming to see the Wisconsin recruit Kobe King. Look at those numbers.
Yeah, as they should. Scored over 2,000 points, passed that mark this year, only the 29th player in the history of the state to get there. He's all everything. He's going to be exciting. It's going to be a great matchup.
So it's Waunakee out of the Badger North Conference taking on LaCrosse Central from the Mississippi Valley. Division II semifinals coming your way right after a short timeout. Here's a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. The Waunakee Warriors led by head coach Dana McKenzie and the Central Red Raiders led by head coach Todd Fergott about ready to duel here at the Kohl Center. Let's meet these two teams. Here's PA announcer Rick Torgerson.
And now let's meet the participants for today's Division II semifinal game between the LaCrosse Central Red Raiders of the Mississippi Valley Conference and the Waunakee Warriors of the Badger North Conference. First of all, let's meet the Red Raiders. Number 2, David Hayden. Number 3, DeAndre Davis. Number 5, Jordan Davis. Number 10, Mitchell Lash. Number 14, Almond Bragg. Number 24, Will Allen. Number 30, Johnny Davis. Number 32, Jacob Service. And number 34, Clayton Phillips. And now let's meet the Waunakee Warriors. Number 0, Josh Cass. Number 3, Dylan Hack. Number 4, Logan Byer. Number 11, Bruce Hunt. Number 20, Nolan Toll. Number 21, Kendall Kruschek. Number 22, Andy Schmidt. Number 32, Tyler Gavinsky. Number 33, Jake Gasho. Number 34, Max Fisher. And number 45, Harvey Miller. And now let's meet the starting lineups for the LaCrosse Central Red Raiders. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 4, Isaiah Dahman. At guard, a 6' senior, number 21, Bailey Kale. At guard, a 6' sophomore, number 22, Noah Parcher. At guard, a 6'4" senior, number 23, Kobe King. And at forward, a 6'4" senior, number 25, Adam Haberman. And the head coach of the Red Raiders is Todd Fergott. And now let's meet the starting lineups for the Waunakee Warriors. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 2, Tyler Ronk. At guard, a 6'4" junior, number 23, Mitch Listow. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 25, Mason Steffen. At forward, a 6'6" junior, number 5, Nate Carter. And at forward, a 6'2" senior, number 31, Matt Broadway. And the head coach of the Warriors is Dana McKenzie. Our officials working today's game are Claude Williams Jr., Jerry Fry, and Bryant Johnson of Brown Deer.
Here are your starting lineups, brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company, a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years. A senior-laden squad for Central. Noah Parcher's the only underclassman starting for Central today. For Waunakee, we mentioned the two sensational juniors, Mitch Listow and Mason Steffen, a couple of seniors in that starting lineup as well. Chris, these two teams met back in January in LaCrosse at the Midwest Players Classic at the LaCrosse Center. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but Waunakee ended up losing that one. Central won 75-54. What can we expect this time around?
Well, Waunakee learned a lot from that, number one, but their keys are they want to stop Central's transition and keep them off the glass and try and make somebody else besides King beat them. For LaCrosse, they just want to play good, solid defense, contain Steffen and Listow the best they can, and take care of the ball. Both teams, we should expect to see their normal man-to-man defense.
Waunakee in their home whites with the opening possession here at the Kohl Center in our Division II semifinals. So glad you could join us here.
And they got King right away on Listow, so look for that matchup to see if Waunakee try and attack King to get him in foul trouble, or to see if King would intimidate Listow at all.
Gronk in the corner now, the dribble drive against Parcher, kicks it back out. Listow with an open look for three, and he rattles it home.
Great possession to start the game for the Warriors. Took a little time off the clock, made about 8-9 passes, found Listow for a wide open three, buried it. Now it's going to be a contrast of systems here too. LaCrosse averages about 83 points a game, while Waunakee only averages 66. So we'll see who's going to win that battle.
Adam Haberman opens up for Central with a three of his own, the same way he opened up that sectional final game against Wausau East.
And he's a 44% shooter from three balls, so he's very capable of that.
Central likes to push it. As you mentioned, Chris, they average 83 points a game.
Listow on King at this end as well. Star on star.
Isaiah Diamond with it now for Central. Finds Bailey Kale, Central's second leading scorer. Kobe King double teamed in the corner, lost the grip, turnover Central.
So you can tell by that possession when that ball gets dumped down into King, they're going to send, Waunakee's going to send another guy to double him and make him give it up.
Steffen in the corner, he's double teamed now. Skips it across. Waunakee almost lost the handle. That was Broadway. Back to Steffen. Misses that three. Bailey Kale comes out of there with it. Here come the Red Raiders.
Central put their version of a little scramble defense on last possession.
Kale a little wild on the shot that time. Out of bounds, belongs to Waunakee.
Yeah, Bailey got a little bit out of control there. He'd been better off. Waunakee didn't bite on his penetration, stayed down, which forced him to have to make a wild pass or a wild shot, and he got deflected out of bounds.
Tyler Ronk to set up the offense for Waunakee. Now the double team. Look for the backdoor cut and a steal. Here comes Kobe King. Kobe King 1-on-3 to the basket, and it counts.
Well, Central's putting a little half-court trap on the first pass there, forcing Waunakee to enter some other way, go left or a skip pass, and that's worked for Central both times here, and then obviously King on the drive to the basket. That is tough to stop.
Averaging almost 27 points a game, and King capitalizes on the foul and the extra shot, and a three-point play the old-fashioned way, and Central has the lead.
Let's see if Waunakee starts it the other way instead of going to the right again, where they've been trapped the last two times. This time to go with a high ball screen.
Steffen challenges Kale, skips it across, open three for Broadway, and that's no good. Kale had it ripped out of his hands by Listow. Up and no, but a couple of free throws.
Listow is very sneaky. I've been watching him all year do that kind of stuff. You've got to protect the ball around him.
Central falls on number 21, Bailey Kale.
So Mitch Listow, the player of the year in the Badger North Conference, stepping to the free throw line.
Well deserving too. Had a great year, and their team obviously has had a great year so far. But they want more.
He's been a starter since his freshman year.
Along with Steffen. Coach McKenzie had his eye on those guys a long time when they were coming up through their grade school system together there.
1 out of 2 on that trip to the line. Central's lead cut to 2.
Typical man-to-man by Waunakee.
Archer gets a pick from Haberman. Now King fading away, rattles out. Rebound comes off to Rock. They push it ahead. Stepping along the baseline. May have been partially blocked. Loose on the floor. Kale comes out of there with it. Kale slicing through traffic. That one wouldn't quite go.
Waunakee is not. They're very comfortable running as well if they have to. I mean, they're not a stranger to that kind of pace as well. They've been doing that for many years.
These two got up and down the floor pretty good when they met back in January. It was an up-tempo game.
Waunakee running more swing than they ran most of the year. They started going back to it in February. The swing offense is 4 out, 1 in. Everybody gets in the post, and everybody has to play in a guard position.
Listow was left open for a moment. Dahman clears the rebound. Now here comes Central. Dahman trying to squeeze through a couple defenders. Archer to the basket. And a foul. He'll go to the free throw line. Well, Central, a really good three-point shooting team, attacking the basket here in the early going, Chris.
Well, they are, and then, you know, they're in the transition. I'm guessing in the transition they want to attack first, go inside out, or if they don't get in there, then they'll throw it back out and skip it around the perimeter. If they got a 3-ball there, they'll take it. Now we got mass substitutions coming as well, because playing this pace for 36 minutes is going to be pretty tough.
Josh Cash into the lineup now for Waunakee. So is Max Fisher.
Josh Cash is a transfer from Milton High School. Family moved to Waunakee over the school year, over the summer, and now he's very happy here as a Waunakee Warrior.
Johnny Davis into the lineup for the first time for Central, wearing number 30. So is Alman Bragg, number 14. Bragg on Cash right now.
Both coaches said they'd play about 8 or 9 deep today.
Gronk trying to get an up and under. Stephen double teamed in the corner.
Both Stephen and Listow anticipate so well.
Johnny Davis clears the rebound, and here comes Central. Now King drives the middle, pulls up, and nails it. Kobe King.
Such an explosive first step there. People are going to really like him at Wisconsin.
He has 5 of Central's 8 points so far. The lead is 4. Fisher with Davis on him. Now Rock looking for a cutter, finds Cash. Listow.
One of the keys Coach McKenzie was looking for was LaCrosse going to switch on any of the screens.
And how about Josh Cash off the bench? Cash money for 3.
Money. Central is not switching those up screens, so you should see Waunakee run more swing and just their basic swing offense. Motion 4 out, 1 in. LaCrosse Central's base man-to-man offense.
Archer left open, decides against the 3.
One of the keys Coach Ferget was looking at, moving without the ball. Watch the guys that don't have the ball and see how well they're moving.
Kobe King finds Johnny Davis, left open back door.
If they stand, that's going to be a problem for Central. He wants everybody moving. Create situations like that. Here they go, trapping the first pass again.
Listow with a left hand, short, but a foul. That'll send Listow back to the free throw line. That foul will be on Alman Bragg.
Well, you see Listow, they say his left hand had just stopped the left hand, but that's easier said than done. You try it. I bet you could do it.
Left-handed, absolutely. You seen my jump shot.
Cut him down. Stop him.
So Listow to the free throw line. Scored 15 points in the semifinals last year against Whitnall.
81% shooter from the free throw line. I'm kind of surprised here he started off 1 for 3.
Now Jordan Davis checks in for Central wearing number 5. Haberman is back in for the Red Raiders as well. So the Davis twins on the floor right now for Central. They're both freshmen.
Pretty nice luxury to have, I'd say.
We're going to take a timeout with Central leading by 2. Here's a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Central leads this one by 2. I mentioned earlier these two teams played against each other back in January at the Midwest Players Classic at the LaCrosse Center. Here's how it looked. Central started fast in this one. They built a 12-point lead at the half, and then it extended it in the second half. Kobe King finished with 20 points. Bailey Kale had a big game as well. And talking to both coaches, Chris, Coach Ferguson said that game will have no impact on this one. Coach McKenzie said, that was a wake-up call for us. We were winning games before that, but just kind of coasting by.
Yeah, they didn't feel like their schedule prior to that had prepared them for that kind of competition that they got there. And so they kind of went in with their, thinking, not sure how it was going to go. Well, it turned out they obviously learned a lot from that game, as I had mentioned before.
And already a better start for Waunakee today.
Yeah, they've got a good tempo going, I think, for the Warriors.
Central's tempo, you see it right there. They've scored 90 points or more 9 times this season. So now Waunakee with a chance to tie.
Cross keeps trapping that first pass. We'll see how Waunakee adjusts.
Steffen left open, can't hit the 3, and Bailey Kale comes out of there with it.
That was a good look for them.
Bailey Kale, an excellent 3-point shooter as well.
Yeah, and a really good player. You talk about they only have King, but
Haberman hit one before. That one's no good.
LaCrosse has a lot of good players. Here we go. Watch out.
Listau on the breakaway. Overlaid. And Davis comes back and gets the rebound.
We got man down camera.
We got Gibby down on the other end, our photographer. Let's hope he's all right.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay.
They skip it across. Davis, a 3. Long rebound comes off to Haberman.
Both teams a little cold starting off.
Stolen away. Nate Carter rips it out of Haberman's hand.
There, tough. Both hands in on the ball, ripped it out of there. That's textbook when it comes to that stuff.
Ronk to the basket, and we're back to even.
Coach McKenzie says, there's all this talk about Steffen and Listau, but he says that Tyler Ronk is everything to them. He's the glue that holds them together. He is their leader on the floor. Big play there. Tie game.
Kobe King double teamed in the post. Back out to Jordan Davis. Shot off the mark and cleared out of there by Steffen.
Waunakee is really playing good defense right now. They didn't trap first pass that time.
Ronk in the corner. They swing it around. Listau with Kobe King on him. Here comes Ronk again. Steffen. And now Ronk for 3. Got it.
There you go.
He hit it at 46% on the season, and Waunakee, a little run here, is taking the lead.
Another quality possession by the Warriors. Right now, this pace and tempo and everything favors Waunakee.
Kobe King will head back to the free throw line. Fisher bodied him up a little too much on the drive. We're going to get a bunch of substitutions over here as well as Kobe King steps to the free throw line.
And you're going to see that all game long between these two teams. Thought that was a nickel dimer call there. Thought that was a play on.
Dahmen and Parcher back in for Central. For Waunakee, Cash, Broadway. Also in is Dylan Hack. He was number 3. King tried to make it 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And he does so calmly. He has 7 points in this one. We're going to take a timeout with Waunakee in the lead. Here's a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Here in Wisconsin since 1889. Visit JonesDairyFarm.com. First half, Division II semifinals, almost halfway through.
Watch Waunakee come out with one of their sets.
Listau, now in the corner, Hack lines one up. Couldn't get the roll. Now here comes King leading the charge for Central. Chance for them to retake the lead. Dahmen in the corner. Couldn't get it to go in traffic. Back up, and he draws the foul.
Offensive rebound killer and put back. Dahmen really did a good job attacking and then staying with it after he missed the shot. Going to go to the line and be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Isaiah Dahmen, a group of about 4 seniors who have been on the varsity all 4 years. You can tell Coach Fergut has really pointed to this group and this moment.
Yeah, he's talked about, you know, if there's anything special about this group at all, it's the fact that they've been together since 4th grade. And you know they know each other really well inside and out.
Dahmen puts Central back in front.
Waunakee will keep the floor spread. Watch for a trap on the first pass. Here it comes. We're going to need to look at basket. Look at middle. There we go.
There's Listow left open from 15, and Dahmen
can't ask for a much better look than that against the half-court trap.
Haberman gathered up the loose ball. Now here's Parcher. Parcher with cash on him. Now King throws it inside Dahmen. Pump fakes and up and in. Isaiah Dahmen back-to-back possessions where he has scored. He has 4 points in this game.
Excellent offensive set there for the Red Raiders. Trapping again. Waunakee's figured out that trap. LaCrosse might have to try something different. They've given up some awful good looks. There was another one that was a good look.
Can't cash in that time. Now a 3-on-2 for Bailey Kale. He stops and pops.
Smart play by Kale there. Saw he had nothing, no advantage getting to the basket. Decided to pull up. Couldn't find a teammate flashing there. Got a wide open 15-footer. That's cash for him.
Little 8-0 run for the Red Raiders now. And they've done it in a hurry.
Back and forth we go.
Cash at the 3-point line, drives, can't finish, gets a reload though. Can't finish there as well. Haberman under the rebound, couple great looks that time for Cash.
Waunakee's gone cold. Got to play deep.
Now here's Parcher, kicks it in the corner. Dahmen for 3, nailed it. Isaiah Dahmen on a little 7-0 run himself, and Central's opened up an 8-point lead. Timeout Waunakee. This is a 30-second timeout. Here's another look at